Hi guys, BigPoppaTMo here. We're back with another episode of Mortal 2 Online, and we are going to start talking to some of the people in town. Now, before we do this, what we want to do is we want to look at some of our skills. So, crafting appliances, um, let's see, that's not really what we were looking for. Our reading is up to level 19. That's actually pretty good. What I was looking for is if there was any particular crafting, because this guy right here is the crafting tutor. So we're going to talk to him. Hello, tomorrow I can teach you real quick about crafting, give you some starting skills. What type of crafting would you like to learn about? Teach me about armor crafting. Okay, so we learned a new skill, armor crafting, soft armor crafting. Excellent. Go through all those. Do weapon crafting. Shield crafting. And of course bow crafting. And then goodbye. Alright, so now we've done that. Shield crafting is at 30. Bowyery is at 30. Weapon crafting 30. Armor crafting at 30. So those basically gave us 30 points off of all of those. So it is very, very important to talk to all of the tutors. So like this guy now, we've got the anatomy tutor. If you want to stay in the action, you're going to need a way of healing your wounds on the go. Skills highly recommended for combat characters. Gotcha. Okay. It says hit your L. Action skills. I'd say after that. Towards the top of the window, click the action skills button. Use the search function to locate the anatomy skill. There's the anatomy skill. Damage assessment. Okay, so let's go ahead and learn that. So anatomy is now at 0. Which is kind of weird that now it's at 30. All right, we just had to close out of it. So again, while you're in town, make sure you're talking to all of these people. But here's one of the other things. So there are other types of armors and the like. So you can get all sorts of different armors, all sorts of different weapons. And one of the things that we do have to do is we have to replace our axe, because I did go out with the axe to cut some trees down and broke it. So we're going to buy a couple of those just so that we have them. All right, 5, 10, and 15. Which is better than what we got. But that's a gold, so we're not gonna bother with the high value ones at the moment. But while we're in here, we're gonna talk to everybody else. Teach me about cooking. Yes. Thanks. And then the cooking vendor. This one's actually kind of important. So early on, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually buy the cooking pot. And then every time you cook something from now on, make sure you put the cooking pot on the fire. what that does is it teaches you the skill of using the cooking pot as well. Even though you can cook a lot of these things without it, you might as well get the added bonus of having that as well. All right, so the Haven Mentor. Welcome to Haven, Safe Tutorial on. All right, so this teaches you all sorts of different things. That's about all the things. We've already done that with the tutorial, so if you forget about that, there you go. Now the priests, these are the people that res you when you die. They will be highlighted in red when you're dead. Okay, learn that. And then of course we have a magic vendor. The different things that you can use: resurrect, spurt, lesser healing. So you can use that for a spell book. Not sure how that works. We'll worry about magic in the future. Grocery vendor, different things that you can buy. Oh, definitely want the butchery tutor. And then there's a cooking vendor. Also had the same stuff as the other one. Just looking around to see who is where. Fishing vendor. I am going to have to learn how to do some fishing. There are a whole bunch of buildings that don't have anybody in them as well. Grocery vendor. Anybody upstairs? Random books. So make sure you take the time to look around the different places and see who is where. There's another Haven banker. They are tied to the same bankers that I was at before. Combat tutor, heck yeah. Teach me some combat. Range, teach me about archery. Attacking. Whoops. Blocking. Alright, so we got all those. The extraction furnace. Same thing as before with the flakestone. So we can do all that here. Refining oven. That teaches even more stuff. Grocery vendor. Oh, I was hoping that was harvestable. Apparently not. Alright, I don't think this guy actually sells
Let me show you.
anything other than that. Yeah.
Welcome back anytime.
Empty building. Now, if they have a sign out there like this one, then there's something in there. Combat librarian. Let's see what books he
I have
has.
what you're looking for. Please come again.
Now, whoops, wrong one. All right, so character screen. We have 33 hours left to go on this. Now, if you stop training, I think it destroys the book. So we're going to continue to let the reading
Let me show you.
continue because then we'll be able to read things better and get better stuff. But the next book that we actually want to do is we're going to want to do skimming. Some of the skills we don't have to worry about because we can actively raise our levels. But some of these we are going to want to do through the crafting stuff or through the books, just so that it does it passively.
Please come again.
In the meantime, I think what we're going to do... Ooh, botany lore.
I have what you're looking for.
Okay, so this will teach you more about different things like that. Most of these you'll just pick up by harvesting. So we don't have to worry about that either. So we're going to let the reading go. Inventory's pretty much cleared out except for a bunch of that stuff. We have a cooking pot on us. So what I'm actually going to do now is we're going to go down to the river. Down to that one spot that I was telling you about. And I'm going to show you the speed with which we can raise our cooking. So that's shield crafting. Wanted to check something real quick. Weapon crafting. These are all the same. But I can show you how quickly our cooking skill will go up. Oop, I have run out of stamina. Now also the reason that I want to do this down here is just because of the close proximity of the water to the cook fire. Alright, so I'm going to start up here and gather the water. Oop. Don't want to drown. Gather the water a little bit further away. Alright, we are over encumbered. Let's get about 6,000. Alright, so 6,000 water. Oh, I just learned swimming and survival. Cool. Alright, so we have the campfire. Let's take a look at what our profession skills are. We want to do cooking. So cooking tools is at 28. Cooking pot is at 5. Cooking is at 28. So what we're, whoops. Bear with me. Alright, so we got that. Open that up. We're going to put our cooking pot in and we're going to put the water. We're going to hold that to cook. Cooking pot's now up to 32 and our cooking's now at 30. Repugnant water. Yes, we want to destroy that item. Gather up a whole bunch of water here. Luckily, it doesn't take long. Alright, got another 6,000 water. Cooking pot, water, hold to cook. Cooking pot's now up to 36, cooking's up to 32. Not too shabby. Abominable water. Get rid of that. Eventually, we'll get to the point at which we're making decent water that actually won't make us sick. Alright, water's almost depleted. That one has been depleted. Just move up the water a little bit. Get a little bit more than 6,000 this time. Go for 7. Still abominable water. Now, see, that actually didn't make us sick. So, not too shabs. Creepy water. Yay! Alright, so now cooking tools is up to 42, cooking pots at 42, cooking's at 38. Now you also notice we can add 2 ingredients now. Not too bad. Like I said, the more you cook, the higher your level, the more ingredients you can do. But there's no point in wasting the good food on the low level stuff. You might as well crank through a bunch of water real quick just to get it out of the way. And then when you start cooking with the carrots and stuff like that, what you can also do is you can switch to the steamer. And start steaming it by putting water in there with the carrots and the cabbage. That is using up quite a bit of stamina to swim. Good to know. Alright, let's see where we're at now. Cooking's at 41, we're at 45 on the cooking tools. Here, peek. Did a little bit of research on the taming as well. Alright, we are definitely going to butcher that. Alright, now we're going to grab some water. And just for gits and shiggles, we're going to try and do some boiled meat. Alright, cook pot. 1,000 pieces of that. We'll cook that. Strange bush pig soup. Does have a little bit of food poisoning to it. Need 6 units of that. Cook some tallow. Horrific boiled tallow. Oof. Destroy those real quick. 47 on that, 42 on the cooking. Not too shabs on those. One of the other things, when you run out of water to do, like if you get to the point where you've just run out of water to collect, that's relatively close, There's granum here too. Ooh, we just took some damage. You can always go up and grab a whole bunch of the nitrate crystals and then make a bunch of granum while you're here too. Or make a bunch of flakes to it. Don't want to get too over encumbered. It makes it a pain to get up the here. Uncanny water. Alright, so the water is doing pretty good. We're getting there. Take one final look at where we're at. Alright, so cooking appliances is up to 50, and our cooking skills up to 45. So not too bad. I mean, in less than half an hour, we gained 15 levels of cooking real quick, and 50 levels of cooking pot and cooking tools. Now, when you get into the other things, you're going to have to work with the different pieces of equipment. But it's definitely worth your time to level up the cooking, because those are the things that will bring your stamina back up quickly and everything else like that. So this area right here has got some pretty good usefulness to it. You've got the mine right there. There's granum all around. Up on top of the hills, of course, the crystals. I'm going to go up there and harvest a bunch of crystals for the next episode. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing. It means the world to me. Help the channel grow. Helps me bring more and more videos out to you. Hit that notification. Get notified every time BigPoppaTMo goes live or posts new content. Till next time, guys, go cook your own damn water.